They're eating mice in the kitchen. Don't ask. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to tell you guys how I organize my entire life using Notion, Google Calendar, and Apple Reminders. I get told that I'm a very organized person, so I'm very excited to share this with you. I have shared this in the past, and I will link the video up in the eye if you guys want to see that. But I've drastically, but not drastically, updated the way I keep myself organized, and I just wanted to share it with you. If you find this video somewhat helpful, give it a thumbs up, and let me know down below in the comments which of these steps was your favorite. And without any further ado, let's get started. So I'm first going to be showing you my Notion dashboard, and I have two different dashboards. I have my life dashboard and my school dashboard. So this is what my life dashboard looks like. So as you can see at the top of my Notion, I have these two widgets. One of them is the start of my first semester of university for second year, and then this one is for weather, and then like right up here it has the temperature. And how I do this is I actually use this website, and it basically has so many Notion widgets. This is basically how it looks like, and basically you can add different widgets. For example, how I use the weather, I just go here and click create widget. You just have to follow all of the steps. So you get to pick the location, your preferred units, and the number of days you want to show on the calendar, and then it gives you this link right in the corner. So what you'd have to do is just click the copy button. Then when you go back to your Notion, wherever you want to put it, you just paste the link, and then you click create embed, and then it just loads and the thing will pop up. So you can just explore that website. I'll leave a link to it in the description. So the first section that I'm going to show you is my quick references, and these are all links to different pages. So at first I have this, which is a hyperlink to my Google Calendar, which I will explain later. Then I have my 2021 YouTube plan, where I plan all of my YouTube videos. Then I have my fall 21 study plan, which is where I'm going to be organizing all of my school stuff. And then I have another hyperlink to Microsoft Outlook, which is where my school email is. Then I have this one called Get Your Shit Together. And then I have my life organization, which is just extra stuff. This is my fall 21 study HTML. This is not my format. I follow the study grammar. This is her format. I used it last year for winter, and I will show you how I did that because I haven't set it up for any of my classes for this year yet, because I'm going to do a whole video on that. This is what it would look like if I did it. Last year I took 4 classes instead of 5. It just helps me keep track of all of my assignments, and I found this template really helpful, but I'm not taking any credit for this. If you want to see a detail of how she does it, I think she has a post on her Instagram, so I'll leave all of that information in the description so that you can learn from there. This is my Get Your Together folder, and that is the long version of the word gist, which is what I got from Kaylin Nicholson, who's someone I've been watching for the longest time, and I love her aesthetic and how organized she is, and she's basically inspired me to be organized. So in here I have references to 2 pages. We have my weekly reset routine and my grocery list. I think I got this template inspiration from Pinterest. We have 4 different sections of the table. We have in cart, item, in stock, and type. I have my weekly reset routine. So basically I like to do my weekly reset routine on my self-care days every single Sunday. So there's a lot of admin stuff, and then there's self-care stuff, and I think I filmed my self-care routine twice on this channel. It is slightly updated, so I think I might do another video on it. And now we're going into my life organization, which is where everything pretty much is. So I have 6 folders. One's Canada, research and preparation, which is just all the stuff that I've just been researching for like the past year. I have my summer 2021 goals. This is like my summer bucket list almost. Then I have my TV show list, but I basically like to keep track of all the shows that I've ever watched. The same applies for like movies. I just keep track of all the movies that I've watched. These are like all the movies I've watched within the past 2 years. Then I have my reading list. Very ashamed, not a lot, but I actually still have to update it. I've read like 2 more books. But if you guys are actually wondering how I have all these cool icons, I also have another website. It is called Notion Icons. There's all these different themes, and you can just click and select. Alrighty, now we have my weekly to-do list, and again, this is not mine. It is inside the organization thing for school that I got from the study blogger that I follow. If you want to find it specifically on hers, if you go over here in pages, it's under weekly dashboard. But just so you can get a general idea of how this works, there's 3 different toggles. If you just click the add a school task, it adds an extra thing in the to-do list. And then what I really like about hers is that, let's say you're done with the week, she made a little hyperlink where if you click add new weekly, it just drags in a completely new blank week. Then the last thing at the bottom over here, there's a calendar, and I made it link to the calendar of where all of my schoolwork will will be. And then on the side, we have my morning and night routine checklists because I just like to keep track of all of that. My Google Calendar is essentially going to be the same. I'm going to quickly show you the different calendars that I have and how I've color coded them. So I have university, birthdays, extracurricular, friends and family, rhythmic gymnastics, selfish, tasks, and YouTube. So as I was filming this, I didn't really explain myself really well. So I just wanted to quickly clarify over voiceover. What I like to do is I like to time block all of my things that I have to do during the day. So I like to prioritize time blocking all of my university tasks first. So that'll be all of my classes and tutorials that I have to go to. Then afterwards, I like to time block all of my gymnastics trainings because that is my second priority. And then with all of the empty spaces, I like to throw in any extra tasks that I have to do for myself or just in general, along with YouTube stuff and organizing stuff with friends and family, as well as extracurricular activities. And then with just the birthday calendar, it's pretty self-explanatory. I just like to make it a whole day event so I remember that it's somebody's birthday, but it doesn't really take priority over any schoolwork and stuff that I have to do. It's just there for more as a reminder. This system works for me. It's very similar to how I explained how I use Google Calendar last year. My color coding is now a bit more colorful. If you guys are interested in the color scheme that I used, all of these are custom hex codes that I found on Pinterest. So I will leave down below in the description the hex code for each of the different calendars that I use if there's a specific color that you were interested in. And last but not least, I'm going to show you how I use Apple Reminders. The amount that I use Apple Reminders actually depends. It literally adjusts with time. So I have 3 different lists: daily to-dos, groceries, and important dates. So for daily to-dos, I am literally so specific. This is like when I want to literally instruct my every single move, and I like to do this on days where I'm not motivated. So I will literally make the first thing on the list, wake up. Then the second thing on the list would be to make my bed. Then the third on the list would be open my windows, giving me steps for every single thing that I want to do, because when I'm feeling unmotivated, all I want to do is sit down. So this is kind of just going to be instructing me to do everything. Like all of these are very specific to-do lists so that I have some kind of guide on what to do when I'm not feeling motivated. Then I have my grocery section, and this is what I use for groceries now because I'm not using the Notion version. So like as you can see, typical grocery stuff. These are all the stuff I bought in the past. Then the last section is important dates. So these are reminders that will pop up on my phone. What I really like is the notification doesn't disappear. Like it'll show up in the corner of my computer. It like really pesters you to tick it off. So yeah, that is how I use Apple Reminders. And that is how I keep my life organized. I really hope that this video was somewhat helpful for you, and I hope it was not confusing. If you have any questions of the different ways that I like to keep myself organized, leave them in the comments and I will answer them. Or you can also DM me on Instagram if your questions are more personal. Again, any links or anything that I mentioned will be in the description so that you can use these for yourself. But yeah, I really hope this video helps you, especially since classes are starting up for some of you guys. I love you all so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.